Hey guys, welcome to this video. And in this video, I'm going to explain about few questions on Ansible, and those are very much important question and very frequently asked in interview. So let's start with our first question. So our first question is, guys, like how we can install Tomcat on remote server. So this is good example playbook because it covers several modules from Ansible. So let's see how we can install Tomcat using this playbook. So the first thing is like we are defining name of the task or play. After that, we are specifying host, which will specify like on which servers it is going to install the Tomcat. So we will mention their group name. After that, become yes, it will run as a root. The fourth one is like task. So the first task is like updating the server using apt module, and it is checking that whether it is Ansible OS family is equal to Debian or not. Next to that, we are installing Java using package module. So to run Tomcat, we need Java. So based on that, using package module, we are installing Java. The third task is to download Tomcat. So using this URL and using get underscore URL module, we are downloading that in op directory with 0755 permission. After that, we are extracting it using Ansible built-in archive module. After that, we are altering the variables, so which is required to run the Tomcat, and then we are starting Tomcat. So this is how we can write a playbook which will do installation of Tomcat on all servers using this playbook. So interviewer may ask you like which kind of playbook you have written, or can you write a playbook, or maybe they can ask you directly write a playbook to install Tomcat on the remote server. So in all the cases, you can use this example. You can use other example also. So you can prepare 4-5 playbooks, which will help you to tackle this kind of questions. So now going to the second question. So our second question is like, now interviewer may ask that how can you conditionally run the playbook? So condition means everywhere we use condition like if else. So if this is there, then do this. If that is there, then do that. So in Ansible, how we can do that? So in Ansible, we can do it using when statement. So when act as a if else condition here. So here I have taken example of checking if a file present in the remote server or not. So if you see here task, so it is checking if file.txt is there or not on the server using state module, and that result we are registering in file underscore check. Then second task is like print a message if file exists. So using debug, we print the message in Ansible. So in other language like in Python, we use print statement, but here we use debug. So if file exists, so we are using that this. If you see here register file underscore check, using that one, we are using here when file underscore check dot state dot exists. If it exists, then it will print a message like the file exists, and create a file if doesn't exist. So second condition is like if file doesn't exist. So if you see here when condition not file underscore check dot state dot exist, if file doesn't exist, in that case it will create. So this becomes conditional. Now it will check, but if it is there, then it will just print that file exists. If it is not, then it will create it. So this is how we create the task conditionally in Ansible. So our third question is like, how many modules you have used in Ansible? So there are n number of modules in Ansible. So we use modules based on our requirements. So you can practice some common modules like some 10-20 modules, which will help you to cover and tackle this question in interview. So here I have taken example of two modules from Ansible. One is copy module, another one is gathering fact. So copy module, we use it to copy some file. Let's say server is there some 4-5 servers are there, and you want to copy one script or some file from your local machine to all the servers. In that case, you can use Ansible copy module. So in that we provide source and then destination, So destination will be from the remote server where you want to copy, and source is like from your local machine where the file is kept. And gathering fact is like you are gathering fact, you are gathering information about all the remote servers, like from which OS family it belongs, what is person, what kind of server it is, whether Ubuntu, Red Hat. So all those kind of details you can get in gathering fact, and host name and different details of those remote server, and you can use in the playbook. So this module helps a lot while writing playbook. So I have just opened one more site randomly from Google, so which will show you like different kind of models. I will just show you. So this is one of the site, spacelift.io. So there I saw. So if you see here, they are using Ansible built-in mod.apt module to install the Nginx with Nginx version. They are installing Nginx. After that, there is a ping module. So there are many lot of modules. So you can see here package manager modules, yum or apt. Let's say if it is Red Hat, then you can use yum module, or if it is Ubuntu, then you can use apt module to install the softwares. Service module. So service module we used to start or stop the services which is running on the remote server. So this is also one kind of module. File module, which I just create a directory /etc/test. If it doesn't exist, then set permission. So using file module, you can create a directory and you can set some permission. So this is also one example. So there are many different kind of modules which you can explain. So you can just practice some 10-20 modules and you can remember them and their functions. You can visit these kind of sites and you can make note of that and practice well so that you can handle this kind of questions in interview. So now going to the fourth question, which is what is Ansible role? So Ansible role is like, it's a way to actually end of the day we write tasks only in all those roles also, but it is in organized and structured way so that we can maintain it easily and we can reuse it whenever required. So to do some in big projects and all, we use some 200, 500 tasks. So we cannot write all those tasks in a single file. So it will be too much complex and it is very difficult to handle. So for that purpose, we use roles. So let's say if you want to install Tomcat and in some other you want to install Python, in some other servers you want to install Git. So you can create a role, one role to install Tomcat, another role to install Git, another third role to install Python. So let's say on 5 servers you want to install Python, then you can call only the Python role. If you want to install Git, then you can call only Git. If you want to install Tomcat, then you can call only Tomcat role. So this is how it becomes easy to maintain and it becomes reusable. So that's how we use roles in Ansible. So basically, to use roles, we have one directory structure. That is like by default, we get a directory structure from Ansible. So for here I have maintained like mentioned those directory how it looks like. So under role, we get first one is like task, handler, default, bars, files, target machine, template, and meta. So these are the directories which we get by default in the role. So for this also I have opened one site. This kind of details are available everywhere, which you can refer and you can learn more about it. So this is also one of the site where they have mentioned those things. So if you see here directory structure, so under role we have default, files, handler, metadata, readme, task, template, and was. So what all things should go in which directory? So even that is mentioned below here. So let's go first to important one. So the main important thing is task here. So all those tasks we write under task and we call it in the main.yaml. So in each directory we have main.yaml. So we will be writing tasks with different name. Let's say example of Git or Python or Tomcat. So we'll write 3 files and then we can call all those in the main.yaml. So once you will call that main.yaml, it will install all those three packages on your remote servers. So that's how we use this task. The second one is like file. So the file, let's say if you want to copy some file from local to remote servers, so you will keep all those files in files directory. So handler we use, like let's say if you want to if you install Tomcat, after that you want to you want to start it. So you can keep on conditioning the main dot in the task, like once after installed, it has to be restarted, so that gets handled from handler. After that we have template. So template is similar to file, but it helps us to edit the files on dynamically. So that's how, if you have plain file, then you can use files. If you want to alter it dynamically, in that case you can use template, which uses Jinja to language, and it helps us to like alter the file and then place it on the remote server. And bars are like first we have default here. So in default, we keep all the low priority variables. And let's say if you want to override it, if you keep some variables in bars, then it will override it. So that's how we use this folder. So get it more information about roles and practice it well. And to call this role, I have already kept it here. Like after writing role, you can just write here host server on which it will run that role. And under roles, you can call that role name. So after that, it will call the role and it will install the things on the remote server. So there are a lot of plenty of informations are there in YouTube and on Google. You can gather more information about it and understand it very well to handle that in interview.